With the Super Bowl a couple days away, I thought this was the perfect time to make this video. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about putting celebrities on pedestal. And I want to discuss a few bad things that come from doing that. And the first one I want to get into is your mental health. And I don't think a lot of people realize this, and I wish this was more talked about and discussed, but I think a lot of self-hate and a bunch of negative talk, we all know it comes from comparison, right? But there are people that are so invested into whether it's a band, a singer, an artist, an actor, sport teams, sport athletes, anything like that. And now I'm a diehard, growing up, I was a diehard basketball and football fan. I like the Knicks in basketball and the Cowboys in football. But as I've gotten older, I'm not as emotionally affected by what happens. When I was younger, I would get so emotionally affected. Like, my day would be ruined. If my team lost the next day, it would be ruined. That's all I would think about. I would be mad. I'd be in a bad mood just because the team I like lost. And you're so emotionally invested over other people. Because that's, like, with sports, that's what it is. It's just men competing. That's all it is. They're playing a game. And it's the same thing with, music and actors. But I'm not big into music. I've never been to a concert. So I've never really obsessed over any type of celebrity other than sports. And it really wasn't someone's particular. With my experience, it was sports teams. It was the Cowboys and the Knicks, and I was very emotionally invested. And like I said, I still follow them, but I don't watch their games like I used to. If it's on, I might watch a little bit of it. I usually just follow it on my phone. But as you get older, you have so much responsibilities, and you also realize that these people, they get paid so much money, and it's like, for what? Like, why am I going to waste my time and just give all my effort, time, and energy into something else? They don't even know you exist. Not to bring you down, but your favorite singer, your favorite sports player, they don't even know you exist. So, again, think about that next time you might be crashing out online trying to defend them, or, you're giving your time away. And now, I'm not saying you can't be a fan of a band, or you can't listen to music, or you can't watch sports. No. But there's a line that you have to kind of hold yourself back to. You can't let your day or your emotions get wrecked because something bad happens with your team or your artist, or someone's talking bad about this person. Like, you can't let it you can't let it emotionally affect you. You can't be emotionally attached to these things or these people. It doesn't do you any good. And again, not good for your mental health. And then, like I said, the whole comparison thing, you're looking up to these people as if they're like some god, and they're just regular people like me and you. And I'm not into politics, but you can even say the same thing about politicians. With the whole recent, presidential debates and, the new president, of course, all that stuff, like, you see how crazy people get, and that can bring me into my next thing I want to talk about, is just toxic fan culture. And we can start with the politics. You see the videos, and people just go all out for these people. And it's like, for what? What do these people do for you personally on an everyday level? Whether it's an actor, an athlete, a politician, anything. They don't do anything for you to benefit you. Right, with sports, my team can win every game. The Cowboys can win every Super Bowl. The Knicks can win every NBA Finals for the rest of my life, and my life would benefit from it zero. Zilch. Nothing. So why am I going to be so emotionally invested and make sure I got to watch all their games and follow every little update and everything that happens, and I have to defend them and no one can talk bad about them? Like, no, I don't care. Again, you can follow them. You can listen to music. I listen to music. I watch sports, but I don't make it a priority like I once did. And it really shouldn't be a main priority in your life to anything, whether it's a sports team, a sports player, a singer. And because it also comes with a toxic fan culture, because, I mean, with sports, I'm going to use sports as an example just because that's what I'm most familiar with and that's what I can relate to the most. But people die at games. Like last year, remember, I think it was a Patriots game, like a father and son, like they got into a fight with another group of people, and the dad died in front of them. It was a kid. Like, for what? Over a football game? And this happens even recently. I think when after the Philadelphia Eagles won, they beat the Commanders, some 18-year-old kid climbed up on a pole and he fell and died. Like, when they were celebrating. It's like, it's crazy. And that's just, those are severe things. But there's fights all the time at these games. And same thing with concerts. There's fights all the time. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, is it really worth it? Is it, like, why? And let's not even talk about how expensive concerts and sporting events and merchandise, all this stuff, you're wasting your money. You're spending so much money on things that are not benefiting you, and they're benefiting other people that are like already multi-millionaire people. Like, again, I'm not saying you can't support these people. Definitely do it, but don't spend all your life savings and don't spend all your whole paycheck on going to a sports game or going to some concert and having to get backstage passes or tickets, whatever they are. Again, I've never been to a concert, but yeah, it's not worth it. And then you're around people that are just toxic, that are so, like, again, they live and die for these people, and it's like, why? They don't even know you exist. You're wasting your time. All this effort and energy that you're giving to this person or this team or this band, you can be doing it to better yourself. You can be doing it to improve yourself instead of wasting it on something that really just doesn't matter. And my last point is, you're just kind of disconnected from reality. You kind of just, you're just so fixated on this athlete or this sports team, or like the Super Bowl. This is why I brought up the Super Bowl. So many people, you know how much money is going to be spent between Super Bowl parties, going to the Super Bowl, getting, decked out, whatever. Again, I've never even been to a Super Bowl party, again, and I've been a football fan, but my team has never made it to the Super Bowl, so I never went crazy for the Super Bowl. I don't go to a party. I don't watch the game. To me, it's just a waste of time, and it's so long for no reason. It's like 5 hours long. They do this stupid halftime show. It's such a cash grab. It is such a cash grab from people. The commercials, it's all just smoke and mirrors to distract people for 5 hours and to make them spend money and gamble money. And now I do want to share my gambling, specifically sports gambling experience. It's going to be another video. But yes, like the amount of money that just gets pumped into just one night for like 5 hours, it's insane. It is insane. And it's just to me, it gets corny seeing it year and year and year. And it's like, we could be doing something so much more important. You can be doing something so much better for yourself than just wasting your time watching men compete in a game. It's just, and again, this is someone that's, I grew up a fan of football and basketball, but as I've gotten older, you just realize that it's just not worth it. It's just like, go do something else for yourself. Go do something productive. Go do something that can actually, better your life. And don't get so emotionally attached to people like singers or actors, sports teams, politicians. It's all you see. And then you just see people constantly on social media just going back and forth about politics or sports teams, and it's just like, why? It's just such it really is. It's a toxic culture, a toxic environment. But yeah, those are the three biggest things. In recap, mental health, you're comparing yourself and you're bringing yourself down, because again, you're comparing yourself to someone that has millions of dollars in fame. And then toxic fan culture, and then just an overall disconnect from reality. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Please leave your comments, leave your feedback on this down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.